I'm going to ring the bell real quick before I start. I've already gone through, but this is for you. So if you have any sound sensitivities, please turn down the volume. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm going to light you some Palo Santo. Cleansing the space for you. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it go. Feel peace. Feel relaxed. All right. This is a different type of reading today. Welcome in. Sorry. Welcome in. I am Nicole, the Divine Oracle. Welcome into my sanctuary. I have just been doing a lot of channeling, tons of writing, and this one I was led to bring out. So I'm going to go through and read out and start bringing the message through. And please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Use your own discernment. Only you know the story of your life, what is going on. I'm just going to put it out there and let's just see where this goes, okay? I'm going to be channeling throughout this reading, even from my notes, so I just wanted to put that forth. All right, so after my meditation and my alignment, the first word I heard was Charlemagne, and instantly I was like, isn't there a musician or a singer or somebody by the name of Charlemagne? So I had to go through confirmation. Yes, there is. I had to go through and see where the significance of Charlemagne came in. Charlemagne was bringing out to me that this is the king of Franks. Charlemagne, he was the first crowned Holy Roman Emperor. Then during that time, it was called, now I am probably going to end up saying this wrong, but I'm going to say it anyways. It's called the Carolingian Renaissance. So it was during the era of the Renaissance. It's called Carolinigian, in case you want to look it up. Okay. Now, during the time of his reign, it was from 768 to 814. Now, the 768 numbers were very significant in this reading. 768 is a sign of spiritual and financial abundance, and the 814 is healing through personal authority. Means it's a sign of impending success and abundance is out here twice. So there is something that is coming in quickly. It is ramping up. It is doubling. There is something that is doubling up in your life that is happening. Now, when Charlemagne came out, I heard the word "Some Like It Hot," and I was like, well, maybe that singer has a song called "Some Like It Hot," but he doesn't. And I was led to a band from 1985 called The Power Station. Power, gaining more power. It's all about energy. A power station provides energy. It's flowing to and from source to the receiver. It's just constant. Now the date 1985 may be relevant to you. Now, the power station, I was led to bring out the members of the band of the power station. Now, this was a little surprise to me. So we've got Robert Palmer. Then we have the other band, Duran Duran, and on drums, his name was Tony Thompson. They had formed the band called the Power Station. Offhand, I don't remember how long they last until they all went their separate ways, and Duran Duran came out with their own band. Robert Palmer had his own thing, and I don't know anything about Tony Thompson, so we'll just leave it there. But unfortunately, he passed away. Now, Some Like It Hot was also was featured in the 1985. So 85 is here twice. So 1985, the 1985, somewhere those numbers are relevant, significant. Look them up, check them out. But that was featured in a movie called National Lampoon's European Vacation, which was also in 1985. Europe, Charlemagne was from Europe. So Europe is very significant. You may be from Europe, you may be looking to go to Europe, but Europe is definitely something of significance for this reading. You might even be a fan of National Lampoon, and as soon as I said that, I was brought to Chevy Chase. So maybe you're a fan of him, his movies, or just the movie of National Lampoon, or this is a European thing, but 1985 is also significant. With Charlemagne, I was brought into a color. The color is ruby red. And then I asked for clarification, I heard shoes, and then I heard coronation ceremony. And then when I did some research, Charlemagne actually wore ruby red shoes, more like slippers, that he only wore during ceremonies, like coronation ceremonies, something of significance where he was showing his power, being the majesty of power, because red is power. It's about majesty. And when I was reading when I got coronation, when I heard it and then I read that, I also got that someone is receiving their flowers, coronations, and then I was instantly brought to carnations, a flower. Somebody is receiving their flowers. Somebody is moving up, leveling up. Now, after that, I heard Pumpkinhead, and I was like, Pumpkinhead, and I was like, movie. But that movie is chaos. So I feel like during this time where you're receiving your flowers, you may be having somebody coming in that is going to try to bring chaos into your life, right? Trying to disrupt your happiness. I was then led into the name Sigourney, and I was led to Sigourney Weaver. And I'm like, Sigourney Weaver, and I was thinking alien, but I was led to, after I looked her up, I was led to The Great Gatsby of 1925. That's when that book was published. And I also learned that her name, Sigourney Weaver's name, that is not her true name. She actually named herself after reading The Great Gatsby. Interesting, right? From 1925, she decided Susan was too boring, and because of that book, she changed her name to Sigourney. Now, the book, The Great Gatsby, this is about American dreams that are corrupted by materialism and true happiness that can't be bought. So the numbers 1925, the year 1925, the name Susan could be irrelevant. But I'm also being brought into The Great Gatsby. It's about, like I said, the American dreams. People getting caught up about the materialistic stuff, being brought into materialism, that they actually let go and forget about true happiness, and knowing that it can't be bought. And maybe this is something that somebody needs to hear. Maybe you're one that buys and buys and buys stuff for other people as a form of love, thinking that, or you need to just buy stuff for yourself, thinking, the more you buy, the happier you are. But just realizing that that's just, that's the corporate corruption, right? Just wanting you to just buy and buy and buy, fill up your house while you're filling up yourself, creating stagnancy within yourself, because the more you hoard, and that's bringing me into hoarding, the more you hoard things, the more you're just stifling and shoving things down and not allowing yourself to truly express what you need, want, every single emotion you can think of. Hoarders are hoarders for a reason. They are masking the pain that is truly within inside them from a traumatic experience, just something that had happened within their life, death, something, and it brought them to where they feel if they collect and just keep things around them, they keep filling up their house, their property, it just keeps piling and piling to a point where it's so bad that they don't even recognize half the time what is around them. They just don't see it anymore. And that's what the soul happens to the soul, to the spirit, the body. You just start filling it with all this negative stuff that after a while it just becomes a part of you and you don't even see it. So I'm getting that during some of this chaos, you know, you're being brought flowers. You need to realize that you need to let go of all that stuff, whether it is a physical materialistic or a spiritual materialistic thing, where you're just filling in with so much stuff that you're not letting go. You're just crowding. I was then brought into, bringing me into Charlotte's Web. And for Charlotte's Web, for me, it wasn't about the pig. I kept hearing the mighty spider. Now, that movie was done in, the book, I should say, was written in, I believe, 1973, or that's when the movie was out. But 1973 is a significant number. What was also significant in Charlotte's Web was the number 514. Her laying 514 eggs before her demise, before she crossed over into the other world. 514 is a number of positive change. It's of divine support. So during this time where you are becoming more free, you're clearing the clutter, right? You're shedding and bringing in more light. You're bringing in positive change. And the divine is here saying, we're supporting you. Just like Charlotte, you are that mighty spider. You are transforming. And you're changing. Okay? There also could be some hostile words. And first I heard confusion. Maybe you're confusing yourself with some things that you're saying. They're actually more hostile than positive. And then I heard confession. Like, then I literally heard, I was like, confusion. They're like, no, it's a confession. Like, maybe you're confessing to yourself all these bad things that you're letting go of, right? It's confusion that's leading to a confession. That's one way to clear yourself, to clean, okay, cleansing and clearing, to clear your body, soul, and mind, is taking those hostile and those negative things that you think or say of yourself, taking that confusion and bringing it to a confession. Put it out there, right? Let it go. Realizing that these are not true words. These are just things that were said to you, things that were you've just learned to accept or hold on to, even though it's not truly you. It's almost like it was a precursor, predisposed, presumption. It was something that was brought in and placed so heavily onto you, whether it's by people, places, or things, trauma. But then I just heard confessing. Confess those untruths. Confess those so your soul can be healed. It can be free. I heard lattice. I was like, lattice? And then I was like, lattice? And then I was like, Gladys? Gladys? And then like for Gladys, it was like Gladys Knight and the Pips. Gladys, the Pips. 1952, 1952 could be significant numbers for you. The Pips were formed, that band was formed in 1952. They were called the Pips, and then they changed their name in 1964 to Gladys Knight and the Pips. 1964 could be irrelevant. 1906 and 4, 19. Gladys is also the meaning for ruler of the land. And that brings me back to Charlemagne. He was the ruler of the land, the first crowned holy Roman ruler, the first crowned holy ruler. One could be, one is showing up in all of these. 1 and 9 are very significant numbers. bring it down to a 10, which is 0, right? Starting over. It's like it's the beginning. It's the beginning. With lattice now, that is a symbol. That is a sign, a symbol. You may see it. It might come appear to you. That word might just come up, lattice. It means boundary between the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknown. So there are boundaries that you may have put up. There are boundaries that may have already be put up that you are aware of or unaware of, that are known or unknown, like I've said. So, take note of what boundaries that you want to have in place around you for your greater good, your higher self. Learn what boundaries you want to put in, because remember, you are the ruler of your land. You put up the boundaries that you seem fit, that seem necessary for your values, your morals, your beliefs, your personal energy, your personal space, just for you, because you are the ruler of your land. Now, lattice can also represent limits of human understanding versus the omniscience of the divine, right? A need for revelation and a framework for interaction between the spiritual and the physical realms. There are different types of contexts out there, but a lot of them signify vigilance, discernment, and the tension between presence and absence. So maybe that's something that you just want to make yourself more aware of. What type of interaction, what type of framework are you setting up for your interaction between, your spirit guides, God, the Lord Jesus, whomever the Creator, whom you look to as your holy source. What type of interaction, what framework are you putting up there? Do you need to have the need for revealing? Do you need to reveal more? Do you need to accept more? But please be vigilant in your spirituality and use discernment during this reading and in all readings. People need to start using their discernment. Not every reading confirmation. Not every reading is meant for you or supposed to be for you. You know your story, but just use your own discernment. I heard the name Shelley, or I heard Shelley, and then I was like, Shelley, and then I heard topped again, like a turtle shell. I was like, turtle shell topped again. So a turtle shell means protection. It signifies stability, wisdom, longevity, right? It's a connection to the earth in various cultures. It's all about connecting to the earth. It's about grounding and resilience. So maybe like topped again, maybe you need to put out there, you need to protect yourself, top it off. Like you're topped off again, like top yourself off with your spirituality, top yourself off with your protection. Become more grounded in Mother Earth and allow yourself to elevate with Father Sky. Be the channel, the aligned in between of Earth and Sky, okay? Bringing them together. Cultivate a connection. But always protect yourself. Protect yourself. I'm going to put this out there. There's a lot of people, obviously because they're live, you're going to watch a person do a live reading or anything live. All I can say, and I will never stress this enough, and it's for your own good, please put a form of protection around you, protect your energy, because there are trolls out there. There are trolls online who are waiting for people that are not protected to siphon some of your energy, and maybe they might even come in and do some remote viewing. So be discerning and allow yourself to protect yourself before every reading, and allow yourself to make sure that you're protected after a reading. You close down your own self. I'm putting that out there. I feel it needs to be heard. I feel everybody needs to hear that. So please share that with others, that before you go and watch somebody live, or even for yourself, if you're doing something live, make sure you have your light of protection 360 degrees all the way around you, front and back, side to side, up and down. 6 inches, 12 feet above your head, however you want to, going down to Mother Earth. Just make sure you are protected. I also got in honeycomb, and I heard honeycomb, and then I heard yellow stinger, and I was like, stinger, like a bee or a car? Maybe somebody drives a yellow stinger. But I got honeycomb. Now, honeycomb is about community. It's about interconnectedness, the collective good. It represents divine wisdom. It's that sweetness, that sweet stuff that you hear from the divine, building you up, giving you sweet love. Also, with honeycomb, because if I just got honeycomb with yellow, then I know it's positive, because yellow signifies happiness, warmth, and positivity. There are some negative aspects to the color yellow, but if I just heard honeycomb and yellow, I'm like, okay, this is a happy, a warm, a positive community. There is a connection there that is positive, but I heard stinger after it. So when you hear stinger, that is a sign of caution. That is being stung. That is somebody doing something that is not for the highest good towards you, right? Or maybe you're doing that to somebody else. But when I hear honeycomb yellow stinger, I'm hearing caution. Be very cautious. It could be a significance for illness. I'm just hearing use caution. Be cautious. There's somebody in your community. There's somebody that you know of, that you're having an interconnected with. Maybe the color yellow is significant for this community. But I'm hearing that to be very cautious, really protect yourself. Maybe this is a group that you've been feeling disconnected from, or that you're just like, you've been having a feeling like you just don't feel good about something. This is your confirmation to go ahead and leave that community. It's not for your highest good. There is somebody, and I'm getting super cold right now. Spirit is coming through really loud and clear right now. There is somebody in your community that does not mean you well. So please use your own discernment, and it is time to leave that, okay? I had ravens come in. I love my ravens because, they are the messengers between worlds, right? They are for me anyway. So ravens came in, and they were letting me know that this is a time of transformation, using your wisdom and your guidance. If you're seeing a raven, if you saw a raven today, they're saying, hey. And if it was relevant to you, like they stood out to you, that was them saying, that was God, that was your creator, your divine spirit, your spirit team saying, hey, you are on this road of transformation. Keep using your wisdom. We are here to help provide knowledge and support and your protection. We are here to help guide you. And you were sent here, right? You were sent here for me to give you some guidance, some confirmations that you were needing today. I also got flowers blooming and growing. You're transforming. Earlier I said someone is receiving their flowers, and then flowers came out later. So that's a double confirmation. You are blooming. You are transforming, as the raven said. You are blooming and growing. Flowers represent purity, love, and hope, right? It's about enlightenment. Again, transformation. That's a double confirmation that you are transforming. Maybe you've even skipped a couple of cycles. You're skipping levels. You are on the next timeline. Maybe you're skipping timeline. And because everything seems to be coming in double, maybe you've doubled over. Maybe you've skipped 2 timelines, okay? Because everything is coming in twos. 222 could be significant. 111999. What else do I have here? 666 could be a significant number. We also got the numbers 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, definitely climbing. Definitely climbing. Now we go from, 1, 2 to 4. Definitely skipping, okay? So flowers, it also can represent the connection between the earthly realms, the earthly plane, Mother Gaia, and the divine realms, Father Sky, Spirit, the cosmic energies. So they are saying during this time, you're doing what you need to do. This is your confirmation that things are moving along the way that they're supposed to be, right? In divine timing. In divine timing. I'm getting really cold over here on my right side. You may be feeling a lot of cold air around you. Please know that the cold air, that is Holy Spirit. If you're feeling that hot, warm air, that's when you need to definitely cleanse that energy and just move it away, because that is negative energy. So just letting you know, if somebody needs to hear that, cold energy is divine spirit, okay? Divine loved ones, those are your ancestors, animal spirits, animal guides, whomever. If it's hot, if it's really, really warm and hot, or if you notice that your energy shifts from really cold and then you start getting really hot during a reading, it's time to cleanse. Stop that reading and cleanse. There is a shift because now you've got negative energy trying to come in and change your reading for you. So, and that's why you'll see me in sweaters, because I am always cold. I am freezing. You can't see it, but I've got goosebumps all over me because I am freezing right now. So that is just letting you know to just be more aware of the temperature, the energies around you, the temperature. Even if you're walking into a space now, I'm not saying if it's, they got the heat on and that's warm, so they've got to be working. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you walk into a space, or, you're in your space and the energy's cold when you're working with spirit. You got your messages coming through and the energy's cold, or you walk into a place and the energy feels cool. It feels inviting. But then as you're moving and walking, the temperature changes. Cleanse yourself, remove yourself, do what you got to do. You got something trying to stick to you, trying to come on, or somebody came by you that is just has a lot of dark energy, that is just wanting to stick to other people, okay? So just be more aware and prepared while you're out there, while you're watching a reading or doing a reading. Be more aware. Is there anything else? I mean, that was really good. I love this message. I will pull a couple of angel cards just because that's what I do. That's what I love. I love my angels. I love the cards. Let me take a quick sip of water. Sorry. I get so thirsty during these readings. All right, so let me go through and put these together. So yeah, some might like it hot, okay? But you want that cool air, cool energy around you, okay? All right. Beautiful angels, spirit team, spirit guides, the angelics from every realm, plane, and dimension. I love you. The collective loves you. And I thank you for these messages that we're about to receive. In your name, thank you. Let me sit up straight here. Put my feet back down. All right. What would you like to say in regards to this reading? What would you like to say in regards to this reading, please? And thank you. I love it when they just throw them out. They're like, nope, go to the side with that one. Go to the side with that one. Now, the ones to the side are definitely towards the end. Those are, and I always say this word wrong, significator. Okay, we've got purpose on the bottom. All right. First one came out was now. Now is the time. Now is the time to make these changes. All right. Now. Okay, now. Now is about communication. Air came in. It's about communication. Working with air element. Maybe taking some time to listen to some vibrations and frequencies for your throat chakra, allowing you to communicate more freely and openly, allowing yourself to not be stifled, right? Allow yourself to speak freely. Communication is coming through. They want you to do this. Looking for the synchronicities. Your dreams may be significant right now. And they are definitely saying that you need to surrender to spirituality, okay? It is time. This is the year. I mean, if you're already on here, you're already spiritual, right? So for those that are coming through, just stopping in, now's the time to get on board, all right? Become more spiritual. When you're more in touch with yourself, your higher heart's can become more aligned, your higher self. The universe, the cosmic, I want to say cosmetic. Maybe somebody's thinking about cosmetic surgery. Don't do it. You want to stand out. You don't want to blend in with all the zombies out there. Everybody starts to look alike. No. You want to, don't do whoever was thinking about cosmetic surgery, I don't know why that came out, but don't do it. You are too beautiful, too pretty. You're unique in your own way, as we all are. When you start following celebrities and start looking like gaunt zombies like they're doing, all these women, and I feel sorry for you. Don't do it, please. All right? They were all beautiful before they let the devil change their thought process on how they should look, okay? Because when they were beautiful in their own natural beauty, that was God. And then they changed it up with all this cosmetic stuff. That's the devil. You're already beautiful. You don't need to change it. Okay, so what I was saying. Now is the time to get more spiritual, to surrender to God, to Jesus, your spirit team. Look for the synchronicity in your dreams, okay? Start writing your dreams down. If you're not doing that, start doing that. Get into that communication. Communication's out here twice. Now we've got air, right? The element of communication. Could also be working with the air element. Could also be an air sign. Learning to surrender yourself. Communication's out here twice. It's a double day. Doubling down. Double down on what you need to do. We've got communication, balance, trust, and we've got the angel. I'm going to get the book out because I like to read the angels. All right. Start balance, 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 balance. Communication balance. Giving and receiving. Allowing to listen to other perspectives, okay? Not expecting to just get your word in. Allow somebody to speak. Allow the balance of the ebb and flow of communication. Speak, wait your turn. Wait your turn, speak. You know what I'm saying? It's about finding the balance. Trusting yourself. Trusting the communication that you're receiving in through spirit is truth. Okay? Trust it. Trust that they are starting to bring you in more alignment, in more balance. You're becoming more balanced. Even in your communication, I'm hearing that you're becoming more positive. Like, you can't say that, oh, you're supposed to be positive all the time. No. You got to be balanced, right? Negative and positive balance each other out. Light and dark balance each other out. There'll be days where you may not speak nice. You learn to balance yourself out. If you're too negative, maybe you're just saying you need to balance yourself and start being more positive. Stop looking at things as half full. Or stop looking at things as half empty and then look at them as half full. Thank you, Spirit. They're like, wait a minute, you just said that wrong. Yeah. But I corrected, so we're good. All right, so let's look at these angels. The angel that came in is the angel of miracles. When you choose the angel of miracles, I don't know if you can see it. I'm getting a new camera, by the way. So this resolution is going to change and be so much better. So I'm just letting you know. I've got a new camera coming. That's going to change the game here. It says, when you choose this angel, know that your chance has come to beat the odds. She will start the energy flowing in your favor. Do you believe you can? She says, yes, indeed. Do not put limits on your miracles. The angel comes with mighty forces working for positive outcomes. Expect wonderful results, ranging far and beyond the mundane. Expect the unexpected. Limitations are removed. You can make great progress now. Now. Anything is possible. Surprising outcomes and changes for the better are coming your way. It is time for you to surrender. Surrender into all these blessings. Turn chaos into blessings, negative energy into positive energy, okay? Transmute it. When your worst fears are looming right before your eyes, look very closely. They may be miracles in disguise. How often have you thanked God for unanswered prayers? That is a good question. When was the last time you thanked God for an unanswered prayer? The angel of miracles brings opportunities and inspiration. Here is your chance to work with her incredible energy to make miracles happen. She urges you to look for everyday miracles and live in the joy. Live in the joy. Joy is represented by the color yellow, bringing you your flowers. It's being communicated to you. You got to learn, you got to balance yourself out. Balance yourself out. Super cold right now. Super cold. It's your purpose. It is the purpose today. Okay? It's your purpose. Look at that. And on below that was rejuvenation. It's your opportunity. It takes your willingness for you to allow it to happen. All right? Be tender with yourself. Bring more light in, because this is you on your journey. And I'm only speaking the truth. You need to speak the truth so your abundance can keep coming in. Remember, double. We had double the abundance. A lot of doubles today. All right, 222. Twos are your enthusiasm. Keep the enthusiasm going, and learn to understand the seen, the unseen, the known, and the unknown. Finding the balance, communication. Okay? And remember, you, beautiful soul, are extraordinary. So keep putting that little extra into the ordinary. All right? It's simple as that. I love this for you. And then I just heard I need to do sacred. I wanted to end with the angels, but they're bringing me to divine doorways and sacred ancestor messages, confirmation. Ancestors first? Okay. So we're going to do the ancestors first, and then I'm going to close this reading down. All right, so for your sacred ancestors, what sacred ancestors are out here helping, bringing you your flowers, that are helping, that are part of this reading? What sacred ancestors are part of this reading? All right. We've got the ritual keeper. Oh, I'm told to do her last. Okay. We've got the plant whisperer. The earth provides everything you need to heal, nourish, and thrive. To truly understand, you must listen with your heart and soul. Use your natural gifts. Maybe some of you are looking into working with herbs, the medicinal medicines. I've got some great books. I mean, there are some great books out there on medicinal plants and herbs and stuff like that that you can utilize for ailments and even for spiritual growing. You know, anything to help heal, nourish, and allow yourself, your soul to thrive, your spirit to thrive. I'm really drawn into the purple on her hair, into the her head wrap, the purple, the third eye, bringing protection, allowing yourself to stay protected, bringing more protection into you. And ferns could be very significant. I'm seeing the fern is really standing out to me. Okay. Houseplants can be very significant. Next one is divinely inspired. Creativity is a gift from spirit. A way to express the truths that cannot be spoken. Do not limit your vision. Let your soul guide your hands. Express yourself freely. You could be an artist, right? You could be a painter. You could be a songwriter. Very much into the arts. I'm drawn into the red, the reddish orange, so more grounding. I feel like a lot of you are already grounded. There may be times where you just need to be consistent and every day make sure you ground yourself, but yet, you know, ground your chakras, but then open them up and then bring in the cosmic energies. Maybe, you know, put something down in the comments if you, it's what I use to connect Mother Earth to Father Sky and bring in those cosmic energies, celestial energies, planetary energies down into my soul, into my chakras and my readings, my messages, what I'm able to channel. If you have something you would like me to do, maybe that's something I will speak with my spirit team, and let's just see how many people out there want me to do that. I can actually go through, make a video, and allow you to do this. And not to toot my own horn, but you're gonna feel amazing. You're gonna feel. I can't tell you how you're gonna feel. Only you know gonna feel. But I can just say it's divinely inspirational. That's all I can say. All right. And the last one, always in threes, is the ritual keeper. Beautiful. Hawaii could be significant. Tropical. And flowers. She's got flowers, plants. You know, they're all flowers here. Mark important transitions in life. Honor these moments, for they help you connect with the divine and bring you spiritual insights. Celebrate sacred traditions. Maybe there's a tradition that you have. You know, they're saying keep it. Maybe the way that I ground yet allow integration of the cosmic energies, that's my ritual. Maybe that's something I'm supposed to keep private. I don't know. But they're saying mark them. You know, make sure that they stay in your mind. Keep that within you. You honor those moments. Keep your rituals sacred. Keep your rituals sacred. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm not supposed to, because that is one of my sacred traditions, how I connect, because I've been through a lot of readers, meaning I've gone to like groups and they do their own connection to spirit or grounding people. I've done so many different communities and everybody has a different thing. And I end up taking a combination of different stuff, and it ended up weaving into this beautiful ritual that I do, and my ability to ground but yet connect has been so quick. I'm able to remove myself from my body, my energy from my body, and allow spirit to come in. And I'm open to receive those messages, which I'm doing right now. I've removed my energy, so to speak. I don't remove it, I step to the side and allow spirit to move within me and through me to bring these channeled messages. But yeah, our energies are meshed together. It's just I don't want my energy to be a focus in the reading. I want your energies and what the cosmos wants to be put out there, what you need to be aware of or know. So those are your 3 sacred. And on the bottom we have Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver says your dreams are messages from spirit. Pay attention to symbols and feelings in your dreams, for they offer insights into your waking life. Reveal what lies beneath. I have a dream journal. Do you have a dream journal? I'll tell you, it's nice. I love doing that because, you know, I get up, I write down exactly how I felt. I write down exactly what's saying on this card, the emotions, the feelings, what I'm seeing, if there's a smell, a taste, I put it all down. I will be called back every once in a while. If I get just a glimpse of that dream again, wait a minute. That part stuck out to me, and I'll go back to the dream journal and I'll revisit what was written, and I'm like, oh, okay. All right, so that is today. You know, because sometimes they are prophecies for yourself, prophecies for others. Sometimes they are past, present, you know, it's past, present, and future stuff being shown to you. It could be stuff from your past that you need to heal, so it's being shown. There's stuff in your present that you need to work on, so it's being shown. And there are prophecies of your future which you are being shown to prepare yourself. Okay? At least that's how it works for me. Everybody's different. All right. And then we're going to close this. 4727. Those numbers could be significant for you. 47 or 27. All right. Cosmos, universal energies. What divine doorways for the collective? What divine doorways are opening or should they be aware of? What should they have the ability to walk through? What will be shown in enlightenment for the collective? Any divine doorways that you would like to bring forth? One or more, however many you see fit. Thank you. I will go through one more time because I do know you have an order. We've got 3 doors. Is 3 doors all you want? I heard there may be a 4th, but let me look. There it is. There's the 4th. Oh, we got 5. Wow. You're lucky. I typically only get about 3 when I do my own personal. Okay. All right, so that one went to the side. So we are going to take that last. That's right under slow and steady. I got to keep that there. I have to keep it there. All right. Wow. The main one. Look at that. So the cards look like this, right? The main card, this is a special card, is Divine Insight. It looks like the front of the card. So Divine Insight says, seek higher knowledge and consult your inner vision, spiritual clarity. Yeah. Surrender to your spiritual your spiritual, I said nature, didn't I? Maybe you need to go out in nature to get more spiritual clarity, connect with nature, to get to seek the inner wisdom that you're looking for. We've got slow and steady. Keep moving forward and doors will open for you in good time. It's always in divine timing, right? When they're meant to open, they will open. Not before and not later than. Right on time. Another divine doorway is mature wisdom. Let life's twists and turns shape and strengthen you. Valuable insights. Yeah, it's all about using your discernment, becoming more clear. Don't allow people's chaos. Remember, turn people's chaos into your blessing. Their negative energy into positive energy for yourself. Transmute that shit. Just let it go. Just let it go. All right. We also have golden dreams. Leverage your abilities and manifest your aspirations. Rewards await you. Okay. All right. So for the plant whisperer, higher knowledge, consult your inner wisdom. Divinely inspired, slow and steady, keep moving forward in good time. The ritual keeper, mature wisdom, let life's twists and turns shape and strengthen you. Valuable insights. Under the dream weaver, we've got golden dreams. Leverage your abilities and manifest your aspirations. Rewards await you. Okay, last. Underneath slow and steady, divinely inspired, we've got balanced power. Stay grounded while reaching for new heights. Strong, yet flexible. And it's interesting that they want it to fall right under slow and steady. I mean, that's a double clarification right there. Slow and steady wins the race, right? To the side that came out over here was graceful bloom. Cultivate your potential and align with abundance, and then bring in a beautiful harvest. You have that potential. You have the ability to align with abundance. Remember, everything's in doubles today. Bloom, harvest, bloom, we got flowers. Again, receiving. All right, I am going to leave this reading there. I hope this gave you the confirmation and clarity that you were looking for, that you needed today. I hope you all stay warm out there in these cooler temperatures. That, at least that's where I'm at. You could be in a warmer climate. And congratulations to you. I miss that. I miss the warm climates. Warm, but not humid. There's a difference. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I thank you all for checking in with me as I check in with you. And, oh, before I leave, did anybody do any of that homework I gave the other week? Did any of you do that? Did you look at yourself in the mirror and keep giving yourself positive affirmations? Keep pointing out the beauty you are, the beauty you have, and not the flaws. Flaws are beauty. Flaw is a beauty. Okay? You're doing very well. All right? All right. I'm going to leave it there. So again, thank you. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day, morning, evening, afternoon. May them all be blessed whenever you're seeing this, okay? Until then, I'll catch you on the other side. Peace.